Welcome back, Undertakers. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. And today's going to be a real quick, easy recipe. I'm going to do some green beans in the Instant Pot. And to go with that, I've got a little chicken broth, a little salt and pepper, and we're also going to put some bacon in there. So today we'll get to practice two functions of our Instant Pot. We're going to saute the bacon and cook it in there. Then we're going to pull the grease out of there. Then we're going to add the green beans, the broth, the salt and pepper, and then we'll cook it in there. And I think it only takes like 3 minutes. Easy, nothing to it, but we'll have some really great green beans when we're done. So step number one, we're going to cut our bacon up. Alright, now before I start cutting the bacon, I want to set our Instant Pot to saute, let it start warming up. And then while that's warming, we'll cut the bacon up. Now this is a full pound of bacon. It's thick cut and I'm going to use the whole thing. Now depending on how much bacon you like, you can adjust this to your taste. But for me, I'm using it all. And I'm going to cut mine into kind of bite-sized pieces because once we cook them, once they render down, they'll shrink. Yeah, I can feel the heat coming out of there, so I think it's ready. Oh yeah. So we just want to crisp this up, get some of the fat out of the bacon, cook it down a little bit, and it smells so good, I'm ready to stop right now. But we'll keep going, we'll do the beans. Alright, bacon is crispy, time to get it out of there. Alright, I'm going to turn the saute off. Now we want to get the grease out of there, the excess grease. Some is going to stay and that's good, we want that. And there's two ways we can do it. If you've got a set of these, or a safe way you can pick the liner up out of there like I'm going to do, I'm going to strain it. If you don't have that or you don't feel comfortable doing that, get yourself a couple of paper towels, a long pair of tongs, and you can just blot the grease out of there. But since I have the tongs, just going to pour it out. There we go. And you can see there's still a few pieces of bacon, there's a little bit of fond down in there, and there's still some bacon grease rolling around in there, which is perfect. And I want to, now with this off, I'm going to deglaze this with a little bit of the chicken broth. And ultimately I want about a cup and a half or so. Alright, next comes our green beans. I've got about 2 pounds of green beans here, give or take. I didn't measure it all that awesome. But I've already cleaned them. I broke them in half. I pinched the ends off of them. So that was the hardest part of this whole thing, is the 20 minutes you guys missed. I didn't show you me breaking these all in half. So we're going to get those in there. Little salt and pepper. And we get our strained bacon back in there. And save that, that's good stuff down there. Alright, so first we'll get our lid on there. Alright, it's locked on. We want our knob set to sealing. Then we're going to go manual and we're going to go down to 3 minutes. There we go, 3 minutes, it's ready to go. Now, as you know, if you've ever used one of these, or if you don't and you're thinking about getting one, when it says on, it's going to start heating up in there. But that doesn't start the countdown. The timer won't start until this thing comes under full pressure, and you'll know that when there's a little red knob back here when it sticks up, kind of like the little turkey thing that pops up when your turkey is done. And it'll take this about 10 minutes or so and to build up that pressure. This will steam a little bit, you'll hear it hissing a little bit, and then that red knob will pop up. Shortly after that, that's when the 3 minutes will start. And then once our 3-minute timer is done, we're going to do a quick release, get the steam out of there, take the lid off, and we're ready to enjoy some beans. Turkey's done. Alright, so about 3 minutes later, after the little safety valve, the red button in the back popped up, now our timer starts, and then in 3 minutes, we'll be ready. Alright, so you guys just time traveled 3 minutes into the future without the use of a DeLorean. So our timer's done. We're going to turn it off and we're going to release all the steam out of there, so be careful. Alright, now hopefully you just heard the little pin in the back drop back down in, so that means it's safe to open. So when you do, just be very careful. A little water in the lid, let that drain off. Ooh-wee. There we go, green beans cooked just right. So I know it's probably going to be hard to tell from the camera, but the smell's great. But the beans are soft, but they're not mushy. So it's not like in a slow cooker where they cooked all day and they come out, you know, really limp. But these are definitely soft, but not overdone. To me, that's just about the right amount of bacon. I like a nice piece of bacon almost with every bite. Ooh. Let's get these plated up and taste them. Now this is the first time I've ever done green beans in here, so this is new to me too. Alright, so there they are. Whoa. Give these a taste. They're very, very good. They're not mushy. They're just the right tenderness in there. That's good. The bacon still retained a little bit of its crispiness even though it went in afterwards. And still got cooked in the pressure cooker. Now, if I was going to plate some of these up and eat them, they do still need a little bit of salt and pepper on them for my taste. You do it to your taste, but other than that, these are really great. I'm glad I tried this. Normally I've done these before in a slow cooker. Now I generally do them in the smoker, which they come out great on there too. I'll show you how to make them that way one day. But as far as this goes, this was a great test. I would call this a success. I would eat these anytime. So if you have an Instant Pot and you want to make some green beans in there, now you know how. Saute your bacon a little bit. Now, I've used the chicken broth, but if you just want to use water, go ahead. You know, use what you have, make it work for you. But definitely a great way to make some green beans. So give it a try. Let me know what you think. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.